A massive global outage of Amazon Web Services continues to impact people and businesses around the world. The company says it does not know the source of the issue just yet. A number of major companies and popular platforms utilize AWS and were impacted by the outage, including Disney, Capital One, United Airlines, Starbucks, Venmo, and the NFL, just to name a few. For more insight on the outage and its impact, we're joined by cybersecurity expert David Dirijotis. Thanks for being on with us.
Thank you.
Before this was a headline, before we were getting app alerts, I noticed it. Baby woke up in the middle of the night, and I playfully texted my husband. I said, Amazon's broken. This is so strange. And I think most of us, as we woke up for the day, quickly realized in some way, shape, or form that something was off. So what is AWS? Why was this outage so impactful?
The internet is on fire. It has been for the last several hours. AWS is Amazon Web Services. They're a cloud service provider. Really, they're the backbone for the entire internet. So many businesses and consumers depend on cloud service providers for a variety of things. It could be accessing a website, it could be storing information, it could be cybersecurity services. So when something like that goes down, it has an incredible cascading impact.
I know some people I was talking to, like, that's how I unlock and lock my front door. You know, I wanted the lights to turn on, and I'm fumbling around for the switch, just things that we're not used to. Are there any major security risks when you're that dependent on the internet, you have something like this happen?
Sure, protecting information is always critical. Amazon has stated that there are no security issues. There have been no loss of data information. So in this particular case, it didn't have anything to do with a cybersecurity attack. It didn't have anything to do with ransomware. Information, as reported by Amazon, has been safe.
Wonderful. Okay, what is the recovery process like after an incident like this?
Yeah, that's what Amazon has been working on over the last several hours. They were figuring out, number one, what in the world happened. Think of it like a traffic cop. Information comes in and you direct it to the appropriate business, to the appropriate location. There was a breakdown in that directing of information. That's what caused this entire break to take place. So over the past several hours, they've been figuring out the root cause. They've been figuring out how to get back and support the infrastructure, support the different businesses that they're providing all of these different services to.
With this being your specialty, I'm curious, does it surprise you they don't know what happened yet, or is this typically an investigation that can take days?
Yeah, it's always an investigation. From my understanding, from the information that has been shared, they do know what has happened, and all of the systems are now coming back online. There was some time this morning where different services were coming up, and then there was a degradation of that service that was provided, so they lost access. I think now they're in a more stable situation, a more stable place, where now all of the different businesses, they are now getting back to pretty much normal.
Operations as usual. For some people, they may be thinking, why do I vaguely remember something similar to this? We had last year that CrowdStrike malfunction. Can you compare, contrast those two incidents?
Yeah, it's very similar. It is a bit of deja vu with CrowdStrike. When they experienced their mess up in terms of the updates and the rollout of their security fix, it caused a huge problem, just like it did here today with AWS. That resulted in over $10 billion in downtime and losses for organizations all over the world. This is very, very similar. It's not a cybersecurity incident. It's more of an internal error, a misconfiguration that results in this domino effect that takes place.
With a large cost, too. Takeaway. We always love the takeaway. What can we do to better secure ourselves, better protect ourselves for the future?
Yeah, it's not about putting all of our eggs in one basket. We have to diversify. So as consumers, think of all the important things that you depend upon, whether it's making payments, if it's contacting people, loved ones, family members. Always have a backup plan in place. Have multiple ways to make payments on your phone or with cash or different apps that you use in contactless. Always have a different way to communicate with people, whether it's different apps, if it's going to be different phone numbers, it could be burners, internet numbers. You want redundancy. You want multiple ways forward when something does go down.
Wonderful. David Dirijotis, thank you for your time, your insight. If people could see this conversation 50 years ago, they'd be so confused.
It's incredible.
What happened?
The internet.
All right.